Things have been incredibly intense today. That video that I did this morning, um, where they bragged about being in my house, that's the shit that they do. How else would they know what I have in my house? And I'm a 58-year-old gay dude who's been collecting stuff since I was, I don't know, 19. I have stuff in the house when I was 19. And when I got a divorce, I bought the house in Seattle for 78 because I ended up with 83 grand from the divorce. So I bought the house for 78. When I sold the house, I sold it for 230. When I bought the house in Iowa, which I was coming back to, I bought that house for 119. So do the fucking math. Then when I sold that house and bought this house, I sold that house for 115 and bought this house for 60. But it's very Nazi like. You don't deserve what you have. And they'll brag that they've been in my house. So that's how it started. And um there was another email this morning that I'll talk to. But I wasn't even gonna do a video. I found this in my yard. In my yard. They're gonna, if I don't pay these people $220 by tomorrow, they're gonna shut my shit off in December. This is the breakdown. This is the breakdown. Let's see. My current bill, and you have to understand, it's just me in the house, $382. That's my current bill. They're charging me for the 195 that I wasn't able to pay right away this last month. But that's just, so if I don't pay them $220 by tomorrow, and they didn't knock on my door, I found this in my yard as a fluke. But they're going to shut me off tomorrow because of these bills. And this is what I'm getting. This is the shit that they're doing to me to shut me the fuck down. And I know everyone says just hold on, hang on, hang on. You know, anybody who wants to buy a fucking book, I'm desperate right now. My PayPal and my Venmo are just D. Shurter. My first initial and my last name. That's my Venmo and PayPal. I'm selling these for $30. I'm fucking desperate. If I don't give them $220, and I only have $14 in my bank account right now, they're going to disconnect me tomorrow, and then I'm going to have to pay $1,128.71 to get my shit turned back on. And this is the shit that they're doing to shut me up. The email that I didn't add to the video that I did this morning said that Isaac Cappy got a phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning, right before he died. So he got a phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they took a screenshot of it. It's the same person who was bragging that it's the Slime King. So they're just going to set each other up. So I sent all that shit to the cops. I sent it all to the cops. Not that it's going to do a fucking bit of difference. Because this is the shit that's happening. This is the shit that's happening. You know? And, Andy Villa the Andy Villa account, the one that sent me a picture of the front of my house when Pootie Twang was sending me live videos of Harlan, I believe that they're both down, personally. But 6 months after Owen died, I'm making all these issues out of it. I get a group email from my sheriff, Neil Gross, with Andy Villa on the account, arguing about, you can go read the exchange, because it's, I know why Neil Gross, just type in Neil Gross in the search engine, and it's, I know why Neil Gross can't be trusted, with screenshots. You know, he's protecting these people. And they're just bragging about being in my house. Why the fuck do you think that one person's utility bills are $382 fucking dollars a month? You know? That's what is happening. And they're just trying to push me over the fucking edge, is what they're trying to do. This is to push me over the fucking edge. The fact that they didn't even knock on my door, ring my doorbell, and I was home all day. I found this as a fluke. This is the shit that I have to go through to try and get all this shit investigated. And it's not my fault that my sheriff fucking lied about the Early, Iowa gas station explosion. It's not my fault. And yet, people wonder why I fucking have a problem with fucking Nazi fascist assholes. So, according to the email that I got this morning, someone supposedly left a message on one of Captain Underpants' videos. And said that someone had called Isaac Cappy at 3 in the morning. Now realized that Isaac Cappy was off the bridge a little after 8. So, you know, there's all kinds of shit that comes out from all of this. And that's the reason why they're trying to close me down. And my house, let me tell you something about my house, Mr. Everyone who's all interested in the shit. There's nothing expensive in my house. Nothing expensive in my house. Yeah, it looks good. I'm gay. I have really good design abilities. But you could maybe sell the shit on eBay, you know? It just looks good. Other than my own artwork, you know? But I shouldn't have to justify the shit that I have to any fucking person. You know? It doesn't mean I'm not broke. It doesn't mean I'm not on disability and making it on $950. Yes, since September, there has been someone who has been donating to me. However, if you go back and look at that video from this morning, it's not like I didn't have serious fucking suspicions. You know, it's all a setup. But the thing about it is that I allowed it to happen. Because you want to know something? Those donations came from a fucking bank. There's fucking paper. There's a paper trail somehow. So someone will be able to figure out where the fuck this shit is coming from. And I don't play games with anyone. I tell the cops, I come in here and tell people, I am not hiding shit. And this is what I'm having to deal with. Having to deal with it. $220.42 by tomorrow, and I have $14. But this is the shit that they're doing to me. This is the shit. They're very focused on my house. They want me out. They want me out in a way that I cannot even begin to describe to you. And it's because I'm trying to expose a bunch of child killers and I'm having to go through my sheriff who's protecting that. I never asked to have to go through my sheriff. In fact, for years, I thought he was on my side and helping me. It was just his hands were tied. Now I realize it was all a fucking con. Just like always, you know? But it's interesting because I laid in the bath this morning before I knew any of this shit was going to happen today. Laid in the bath and realized the very two people that are probably the most important to me in my life, I now know are alive. Because the bathtub video that I just did, they got removed on TikTok. They haven't been able to do it on YouTube yet. But you need to go listen to what I said and understand why they were so eager to get it down. But the two people that I am so happy are not dead, fucking Michael Aquino and my stepmother. The two people in my life who taught me the most about hate. And I was taught you only need to focus. And now I have both the male and female aspect. And one is can't be any lower than you possibly can get and deals with all of the fucking low-level idiots, and one you can't be any higher. Can't be more protected. And so thank you, Sherilyn. She says my last two vids were golden. That's why I got this. That's why I got this. You know? That's why I got this. Because they want to shut me up. You go ahead and fucking threaten me, dude. You go right ahead. Some name that you can't even pronounce. You're closer to your casket than some woman, buddy. Some women. Huh? What are you talking about? What women? What women are you talking about? They're in a casket. You know? It just brings out, I bring out the worst in them. I do. I bring out the worst in them. Oh, yeah. Yeah, into $220 by tomorrow. And if I don't pay them $220 by tomorrow, I have to end up paying them $1,128 and something cents to get the shit turned back on. That's the shit that I'm dealing with. And it's not a coincidence that all this shit happened after all of these videos that I've done. You know? Oh, dude. I just have to have faith. I just have to have faith. I have to have faith. But to say that I am being tested is just, it's just, I'm being tested, you know? Oh, it is their idea of a holiday gift. It is. It is. And it's exhausting. This shit is exhausting, you know? And they're in my house. You know, I said they were in my house. Now they're talking about the shit in my house. Well, obviously, how would they know? But they were in my house. You know, it's all of it is a setup, and it's all to close me down so I can't expose their child trafficking ring. The same shit Isaac was trying to get taken, deal with, you know? I don't know why God has me here. I don't know. And yet, something, you know, the thing that I didn't bother to tell anybody is that I ended up having to take one of my dogs to the vet because they hurt one of my dogs. And I had to get painkillers for my dog. And you just do not understand the shit that they're putting me through. You know? They're fucking Nazis. And they're just fueled now. They're, the stuff that's getting ready to come down the pike, their stuff. I'm not talking God stuff. I'm not talking what the sun is doing and what the earth is doing, the super volcano. I'm talking about their shit. I'm talking about their shit. And so I don't talk about a lot. I don't talk about some of the stuff in here because then I get like that idiot. Whoomp whoomp, woo, whoomp whoomp. It excites them and they get off on it. So I'm just having to deal with what I'm having to deal with. I am Iranian. I feel bad for Iran. I didn't really think about how the Iranian people would feel when I saved their president. That I forget his name. Oh, see, you're gone. Lucifer Morningstar is going to be gone. And they go on to all of this shit where kids are. That's the whole thing. They're asking me, do you want to play Fortnite? No, I don't play any of that shit. I'm not a goddamn pedophile. A 58-year-old who plays that shit is hanging out with kids and it's not healthy. You know, I'm 58 years old and I have so much shit. Who has fucking time? You know? Watch your teens, right, Sherilyn? You know? And they're just parading this shit out in the open. They're just parading this shit out in the open. And they're dancing around because they know what is happening. They know what is happening. You know? I love Fortnite. You're probably younger. Persian art is incredible, and Iranians do have some of the best food. They're just amazing food. I saved their president because when they were blasting me, the second time they ever hit me with this shit. I was living in Council Bluffs. I've said this story before. They were hitting their president. He couldn't walk. They were having to carry him. He couldn't sleep, and I knew exactly what the fuck he was going on. And the internet has made the world a much smaller place. So I went and found every single email that I possibly could of every Iranian official that I could possibly find. And I all sent them a mass email telling them he's being hit by weapons. You're going to look for someone who's boots on the ground. There's a weapon close to him. And that's what's keeping him awake. And the microwave, and sent him all the shit for the do. All the stuff that I had, I sent to them. And 2 weeks later, their president was fine, and they had found and executed a spy. And so the internet has made the world a very small place. But I didn't think it was fair. I didn't think it was fair. And so I helped him. I don't know who he was as a person. I don't know. I mean, he's not president now. But I took a bath this morning. I'm thinking I'm going to take a bath today because I'm so stressed. I've been here before, and I have to admit that it may be the last second, but God always comes through. You know, the timing is frustrating, but I'm just, I guess it's a question of faith. It's a question of faith. But when I tell you that they're trying to shut me up and they're going out of their way to shut me up, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. My bill keeps going up. $382. That's my bill for next month. I make $930. And it's just me. And I'm not doing anything any different than I've ever done before. You know? And that's how it works. You know? They're trying to close me down. They're trying to close me down. They shut my utilities off, and then I can't pay them, and then they just take over my house for a derelict thing of that. That's the kind of fascist Nazi bullshit that they have in mind. Just because I'm trying to expose the truth and help save children. You know, that's what I'm trying to do, is stop a child trafficking ring. And this is the shit that's happening. You know, this is the shit that's happening. Huge house here, electric bill, $70 exactly. And I have plastic on the windows, you know? And the whole basement windows have all brand new windows. So, and when I moved in here, I had a brand new high efficiency furnace put in, a high efficiency water heater put in, and a high efficiency air conditioner. All brand new. All fucking brand new. They're about 4 fucking years old. So why is my bill for one person $382 in 1 month? And it's just going up. By the, you know, it's just going up. They're doing whatever they can to shut me up. Whatever they can. And I'm showing all of it. I'm documenting everything. There are no devices. Government Gov asked me, what devices are they attaching without your knowledge? What's happening is that if I leave, they come into my house and God only knows what the fuck they're doing. And they brag about it. That's what the email was this morning. You know? You have some nice shit, so you can't be poor. That's what he said. But he also sent an email before that told me that Isaac Cappy got a phone call at 3:00 in the morning. So just for all of you dead Isaac Cappy Club members that fucking watch this shit, just realize you're all being set up. You're all being set up. Because your group fucking eats their own. I'm the least of your worries. The group that you have to worry about is the very group that's around you. Start live streaming with the cam at your door while you're gone so the public can watch them come in. Yeah. There's no way I can handle a $382 bill suddenly. But I have nice things because rich people gift at the Goodwill. And that's exactly it. Omaha has, or used to, the richest people per capita of anybody else. And we have Offutt Air Force Base. The Goodwills are amazing. So yeah, I have some nice shit that I bought at Goodwill. You know? It's not like I'm rolling in the dough. I'm not wearing Rolexes. You know, I don't have fucking gold chains. My car's fucking smashed up. I'm having a hard time. And so now I'm having to fucking struggle with $220 so they don't shut my shit off. Because if they shut my shit off, then I have to spend $1,182 to get it turned on. You know? You know, and then you come in here with these fucking up names. The whole thing about it is that they brag about coming into my house. They bragged about coming in and killing Owen. Posted live fucking videos. Bragged about blowing up a goddamn gas station. One explosion that levels the place is different than two explosions that happen 9.5 minutes apart. Those stories are different. I don't give a shit what anyone fucking says. And I don't give a shit what excuse they have that the official story says that there was only one explosion and it leveled the place, when my fucking sheriff is on the same KETV news program that I am, talking about it that day in front of my fucking sister's house. You know? I have an army of Nazi fascist pedophiles that are in a child trafficking ring that are constantly after me, and they brag about it. They send emails bragging about it. I have voicemails that I have sent out that they have left me laughing. Captain Underpants and Pootie Twang, who now calls himself what? American Witch? Whatever the fuck they do. You know? I just don't. And I'm fighting for kids that I'm never going to have. It's not a faulty meter. There's no faulty meter at all. There's no faulty meter. This was left outside and I found it in my fucking yard. Had I not just gone outside and found this before the wind fucking blew it away, I would not have even known it existed. And they're going to come and shut my shit off tomorrow. So I wouldn't even know that it was coming. Because they didn't knock on my door. They didn't ring my doorbell. They didn't ring my camera. They didn't do anything. They left it outside and I found it in the yard. This is being done intentionally. Intentionally. You can't do shit. Harlan Municipal Company owns that. Who I have to go to if I have a complaint is fucking City Hall and the City Council that are all for Neil Gross. You know? Fuck, who knows what they're doing? Who knows what they're doing? And my heat is set at 58. My air conditioner in the summer was set at 75. You know? Personally, I just think the town wants to get rid of me. I think that this is the whole thing about the town. Because they're upset that I have that video of Yamada, who was the chief of police, sitting in my living room for an hour and a half told me all kinds of things about the people that have made my life a living fucking hell right next to me, telling me about all their fucking crimes, trying to convince me that they weren't working with people who were working with the CIA. And that's the problem that they have. And then his female policeman showing up less than a week later when I got all the cameras put up around the house, demanding to know where the cameras were at. And then the very person that I was bitching about showing up next Saturday. And I got all that on video. That's why they fucking want me out of here. Because they know I have all this shit. And they're trying to protect their sheriff who is protecting a Nazi pedophile ring. And that's the issue. That's the reason why I'm facing shit like this. It's not just, oh, it's a fluke, you know? Oh, your meter doesn't work, or, oh, you know, it's being done intentionally on purpose to shut me up. because they know I don't have $220. They know I don't. And the bill just keeps going up. And they laugh that they're in my house. But who am I going to talk to? The police? You know? Where do I move? They followed me from Seattle. It was terrible in Erlin. Now it's terrible here. They just follow me. You know? It's just, it's all being done so that I can shut up about it. They go and dance, the Dead Isaac Happy Club, all were dancing around about how I didn't deserve disability. And then Social Security tells me that they have a myriad amount of identity theft attempts on my account. So now I have to go in and do everything in person because they have my account locked down because so many people tried to break into it while they were dancing around. They are so set in trying to just decimate me and take my shit. Fuck, if I had gold fillings in my mouth, they probably would want those too. And unfortunately, everyone's being tested. That's the shit part about it is. Because everyone, if you can do something to help, and I'm not just talking me, I'm talking just in general with all of this, and you don't, you're going to be held accountable for that. That's how it works, you know? This was no accident. This is being done intentionally. It's being done intentionally. One person and my bill is $382 and I'm one person, you know, one person. And it's because they want to shut me down. They want to shut me down. And maybe it'll work. You know, who knows? I don't know God's plan. I don't know God's plan. I do not know God's plan. I just have to have faith that no matter what the fuck happens, I already agreed to be on this ride, so I might as well just take it on to the end. You know? Yeah, it is wild gov. And it's happening in front of everybody. It's happening in front of everybody. Everybody can see it. The handler dude that I have, Chad Butler, the sheriff's dude, tailgated me for, had to have been a mile and a half from Hy-Vee to Casey's on the main drag. And I turned in because I was afraid if I went down a residential area, the look on his face, he was going to shoot me. That was the issue, you know? They send me, the Dead Isaac Happy Club sends me pictures of kids. I called the sheriff's office, pissed off about it. Finally ended up calling the sheriff's office. And they send me to an FBI satellite office in Council Bluffs that doesn't exist. That's the shit that happens. That's the shit that happens. And now this, you know? Because they want to shut me up. They want to shut me up. They do. They want me to be quiet, you know? But I'm not going to stay on here long. Because to say that I am fucking stressed is just, I'm going to go take a bath and pray. Because I just don't know what else to do. I just don't know what else to do. It is true, I am being tested. You know, I am being tested. And so, we'll see what happens. You know? Just keep your strength up. You know, the thing about it is that I hate shit like that. Because I'm fighting for kids that are being raped and murdered. And so, you know, yeah, my face is red because they're blasting the motherfucking ever living. I've been inside all day. I've been inside all day. And they've been blasting the absolute fucking shit out of me. They want me to fall. That's what they want. They want me to fall. They're frying the shit out of me with their toys. They're harassing the ever-living shit out of me. They'll tell me about the nice shit I have in my house. You know? Of course, I got most of it at Goodwill. Some of it was given to me. Other shit I got on eBay. But you ain't gonna get shit for anything I have in this house. Not shit. Even the 60-inch television that I bought 4 fucking years ago was last year's model when I bought it. So, you know, there ain't shit in this house. It just looks good because I'm gay and I know how to fucking decorate, you know? They're just burning the shit out of me. I feel like I've been in the sun all damn day. I feel like I've been in the sun the whole day. My eyes hurt. I just, you know, I clean my space. Yes. I keep my house clean. You know, that's my dad in me. You know, it's my dad. Thing is that I appreciate what I have. I don't have, I mean, I have nice stuff, but it's not expensive, but it's great for me. You know, it's great for me. And if you look at anything too closely, you realize that most of it is flawed. That's why I was in fucking Goodwill, but I don't give a shit. You know, I don't care. And it's just shit. And it's about ready to fucking burn away anyway. They're all fucking worried about my shit. In a world it's about ready to fucking burn. You know? Because the heat and gamma radiation from the sun that we're being inundated with seems to be having an effect on volcanoes. Just saying. I love Goodwill. It's the best way to shop. Other than garage sales. Garage sales can be a lot of fun too. Sometimes flawed things are wonderful. I have a stuffed chicken I named Fernando. It makes me giggle every time I put out. The thing about it is that almost everything in my house has a story. That's the whole thing. Almost everything in my house has a story. And I know where I got it, who gave it to me. You know, because a lot of my shit, people just gave to me. You know? But I shouldn't have to fucking justify the shit that I have in a nicely decorated house. It's a small house, you know? I only paid $60,000 for it. How big do you think the fucking house can be? You know? They consider it a story and a half, which I never even heard of a half a story, but I guess it's because of the walls. You can see the walls are, you know... Books are great at Goodwills. Well, I'm selling my book and I'm desperate for cash. So Venmo and PayPal is just D Shurter. My first initial, my last name. You know, tell me where I'm sending it to and who I'm inscribing it to. You know, but I'm desperate because this is a constant battle. This is just constant. I'm actually writing 2 books now. Everyone wanted to know what happened after I wrote Rabbit Hole. And so where I started the thing is when I sent it off to go get it published. And that's where I've gone from there. From there, into Seattle, all the stuff with Isaac, up to where I am now. That's what I'm trying to write now. That's what I'm trying to write. And along with another book that I've just had a lot of people after me for. Um, I'm just writing about my gay experience and how I look at the gay lifestyle. Because I think that they glamorize the gay lifestyle, and you have to understand the facts remain that in the 80s, all of the child trafficking was hidden in the gay lifestyle. And it doesn't seem like that has really changed when you look at Diddy and the Abercrombie and Finch dude. And there's more. There's more. That's the reason why this group, because this group's involved with all of this bullshit. That's the reason why I got an original Dutch first print of Anne Frank Diary at Goodwill for $5. Exactly, Rory. That's exactly it. You can find some amazing things. You just have to be able to look. Sean was always going to be exactly where he is if they needed him to be. That's just it. Now they're all focused on it and they don't want it. That's the problem that they have with me, is that I'm shining a light on another avenue of it. And an actual avenue that's more valid than what's going on with P. Diddy. Because where I'm shining the light in is Lucian Greaves in Satanic Temple and all of his satanic after school daycare bullshit that is popping up all over the nation, which is what they're using to target your kids. That's how they're fucking using it. And they're working with the Dead Isaac Cappy Club. And what was Isaac Cappy trying to expose? The Hollywood bullshit, which is now what, focused on Diddy, you know? So that's it. We're just going to focus on Sean Diddy. He's going to go to jail and everyone else. And look at what they're doing to me, you know? I'm just... If anybody is out there and watches this, please help me. If I don't give these people $220 tomorrow, and I don't have it, you know, fuck, it's just always, I'm always turning around and they're always doing something. They're always doing something, and it never stops. It never stops. It is a tiny faction of it. It's all of Hollywood. And it's all of politics, you know? I have $14 in my account. I called my bank today. I have $14. And it's what? The 17th? You know? And they're going to say that the shit throughout the years that I have got, oh, fuck, I planned, there's no planning for this. There's no planning for it. And the bill just keeps going up, you know? How do you plan on them breaking into your house? How do you plan for them coming into town and murdering your friend and then bragging about it and laughing about it? And how do you plan on the sheriff helping them? How do you plan on them blowing up a gas station and then lying about the gas station? You know, how do you plan on any of that? How do I plan for any of this? There's no planning. I am constantly, oh, fuck, I have 3 dogs and they are not guard dogs. But to raise guard dogs, you have to raise them with fear, and I'm not raising an animal with fear, you know? Leave them cookies on the table, and I have cameras. Cameras don't stop them. I have dogs. My dogs ain't gonna stop anybody, and my dogs are old. So they ain't gonna work on anything. And guns, they say that most people die by their own gun. So I don't want a gun because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You know, D. Shurter is all his fun. That's all I do. Those two things. Because I report him to the taxes. I report everything to the tax man. You know, because they've been on top of me for years. That's the stupid shit that they talk about now. About, oh, we found this, or oh, we found. No, you didn't. Because you've been on top of me for fucking years. There's nothing to find. That's the whole thing. If I don't pay, they're going to shut me off. And then, in order to get set back up, I have to pay them $1,128. So they're going to shut me off tomorrow. And then I have to, you know, I'm giving out as much detail as I need to, because the whole thing about it is that I'm surprised they haven't fucking Isaac Cappied me. They threatened to Isaac Cappy me. I have 3 dogs, actually. And 2. I don't have 2 dogs. I have 3 dogs. This is for the utility company. I didn't even realize they could shut utilities off in the winter. But surprise, surprise. You know? Just... And my dogs are stressed. They're up here now. They're stressed. They're worried about me because I'm stressed. You know? What I'm going to start doing is taking a picture of it every day. Every morning when I go out, I'm going to take a picture of my meter. And I'm going to start comparing all of it. Because I just have a meter. I can see what it looks like. You know? I don't have a fireplace. I thought about putting in a fireplace when I first moved in here, but it's way too small. You know? All right. Go lay down for just a little bit. All right, well, guys, I'm going to pray, and I'm going to get off here. This shit sucks. I'm just saying, it sucks. And I just have to have faith that it'll be worth it in the end. You know? What they're doing, if they can do this shit to me, they're going to just do it to anybody they want. That's what's coming. That's what's coming. You can see it down the pipeline. You can see it down the pipeline. And there's no justice. There's no justice. You know, they blew up a gas station. They could have killed so many people. It just got covered up. They murdered Owen. It just got covered up. My sheriff responded to me 6 months later in a group email with the very people who bragged that they murdered him, and told me that everything was okay, and then argued about a picture that didn't even exist, or a picture that wasn't even from the right account, and it wasn't the picture I was making an issue out of, which is at the front of my house. All the while, we just kind of blew off the whole YouTube videos, which I had actually could just put out of my head. And till I had to go find the screenshots of shit that I had sent Neil. And then I found that screenshot and realized I had sent that to Neil. All those videos I sent to Neil. And he knew about those videos when they were happening. And 6 months later, he argued why it was okay for these fucking dickheads to show up and murder my friend and brag about it. And that's the shit, you know? So this, getting my utility and having this, finding this in my fucking yard, they didn't even knock on my door. I found this in my yard. You know? I'm just... I don't know what to do anymore. You know? And hanging on. Fuck. You know? And you want to know what's happening? While everyone's watching me on these videos, kids are getting fucking trafficked. You know, they're getting it up the ass. Oh, fuck. You know, that's, hang on, kids. You know, it's all right that they're fucking prostituting you out and sticking shit up your ass and murdering you, but hang in there. Hang in there. You know, everyone's thinking about you while you're getting it up the ass, getting murdered, trafficked. You know, hang in there. I got to get off here.